Here are 5 tips for hiring the best virtual assistant for your business. Number 1, know the task you're hiring them for. This might seem kind of obvious, but you might be surprised when people go to hire somebody. They're kind of like, I know I need help. I need help. And so they're like, what can your assistant do? What can they help with? What can they help with? Man, I don't know. Anything from a computer and a phone. They can help with a lot. So don't go out in searching for anything, because you'll get anything. And you probably need something specific. You don't need to go in there and say, I need someone to do this, that, and the other. And if I can't find the jack of all trades in one person, it's not going to work out. No, especially with TaskBullet and the bucket system, you don't even need to do that at all. Just try to identify one thing you need help with, maybe 2. And then when you go to hire the VA, you're specific. I need somebody that can do this. I need them these hours, whatever these hours are per day, right? They need to know these programs, and this is how I'm going to communicate with them. Just get that one task set. Then you can move on to other tasks. So start with the task that you know you need, and then hire the VA that is specific to that task. As far as other tasks, cross that bridge when you get there. Maybe you'll need 2 or 3 people on your team that can do all the things you need. TaskBullet's bucket system is perfect for that. In fact, it was engineered specifically for that. So check it out. That was tip 1. Tip 2, check the reviews. This, again, I feel like I'm saying kind of obvious stuff. You know there's review sites out there. Everyone knows their business is subject to reviews. So reviews are important. Check them. My advice here, check Google reviews. There's a lot of review sites, and it's just, I don't blame the review sites for having crappy reviews and not being able to filter things. I think it's a hard job. There's a lot of people out there that try to fake things, and it's not their fault. I don't blame them. But you got to go with who's doing it best. Google reviews are best. They're pretty good at identifying whether you're a real person, whether the email is real that you've logged in with, if you've done other reviews. And so when someone does a bad review or a fake review, they can usually filter those out. Not always, but most of the time. So that's probably the best one to use. Check the reviews, and I would check Google reviews before I check these review sites. There's nothing wrong with the sites. The reviews aren't always reliable. Google does it pretty good. So check reviews, make them Google reviews. Okay, number 3, compare pricing plans. So again, this one's pretty obvious. I'm sure you would have done this already. But the tip is compare how the company does the pricing. You probably run into some things where someone's like, this one's $7 an hour, this one's $11 an hour, this one's $5 an hour, this one's $20 an hour. And so you look at all those and go, okay, well, I compared the pricing and I want, this one at $7 an hour, whatever, right? These guys are from the Philippines, they're from the US and India, and I've compared all these and this one. So yeah, look, the per hour price is important. I'm not going to pretend like it's not. It's absolutely important. Different regions you hire from are going to affect the price per hour. So all that's important. But one thing that people don't look at when they're checking pricing is how the pricing works. If someone does a contract and you're paying monthly, and let's just say you set up an 8-hour-a-day virtual assistant, okay? That means you're paying them 8 hours a day, whether they're busy or not. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, how else to do it? Or I think I can keep them busy 8 hours a day. Well, to that, I say go to Google and do a quick review just for fun and review how many hours are wasted at work. And you'll see honest statistics from employees. And if you are the business owner watching this video, it's going to make you sick how much money you're paying people to waste. If you're an employee, you'll probably laugh and be like, yeah, I totally do that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's important to think of how the pricing works. You don't want to jump in here and say, I need a virtual assistant for 8 hours a day and I have 4 hours of work for them, because you may have paid $7 an hour, but really you only got half the work. So really your effective rate's $14 an hour. So the hour rate's important, but the way it's billed is more important. The TaskBullet bucket system, obviously coming from me, is a little tainted, but It is the best. Now, if you want a contract that does 8 hours a day, of course, TaskBullet can do that. Anyone can do that. It's easy. But if it's more like I've got a couple things here and a couple things there, and I have a busy week and slow week, and I just need help getting things in order as I start to grow my business, the bucket system is built for you. You don't need to hire 8 hours a day. It's more like I need you to do this task, takes like an hour, do that, clock in, do the job, clock out, pull some bucket of hours. And like if TaskBullet was charging 3 times as much, it would still be a better deal than all the people doing the contracts. I'm serious. Do the math on this. If you have someone clock in, do the work, and clock out, think of how much you saved on just them not sitting around doing nothing and wasting your time on Facebook and wasting your time at the watering hole, I don't know, or out to lunch for an extra hour. Whatever it is, it's important. So look at the way they do the pricing, not just the per hour price. Okay, number 4, contact the company. The internet's tough, right? The internet is tough. There are so many websites that get set up constantly. And it's usually just some guy that creates a website and has a dream, and I'm going to create this big business out of it. And bless their heart, those are the entrepreneurs we're talking to. We love them. Okay, I mean, heck, we started out that way. So there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is a lot of them don't make it past the first 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the stats are. You've seen the stats. Look it up. Almost all businesses fail in the first, 5 years or something like that? Anyway, a lot of those websites are that. And you're going to get on the phone with, or you're going to sign up with them because they have a cute website, and the words they used on the site seem legit, and they kind of speak to you, and you're like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. They're not going to give you the service you need. So you need to contact the company. Take a minute to go to their site, whether it's the online chat, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, or pick up the phone and call them, and have a conversation with these people. Ask them some questions about your business, what they know, and about virtual assistant industry, maybe some questions that come up, but chat with them. This is a big one. Contact them. See if they're real. See if they even answer the phone. See if they'll email you back. See if there's someone live on the chat. These are important things. And this will be a big indicator on how your customer service is going to work once you do sign up with these companies. A lot of times people sign up thinking it's going to be great, and then they need help because they're virtual assistant with MIA or whatever, right? But there's no one there to help. No one there to answer. They already have your money. The BA's not answering. Dude, you're out of luck. It's a miserable experience. So contact them. Big one. Number 5, communication. Make sure that your VA integrates with your system. You don't want to get in a situation where you've got Skype open and Slack open and your email and the Meet, and then you've got your QuickBooks or whatever accounting software, and you got your CRM, and you got all these different softwares open, and then you hire a VA and they got their own system over here. And now you have to remember to check this system and all these other systems to keep everybody straight. That is a nightmare, and it's going to hurt production. It's going to hurt your efficiency. You're going to have to remember to go check over here and check over there. And what did this person say? That's a nightmare. You don't want to get into that. Make sure that your VA integrates with you and your system. If you have an email system you use, Google or Microsoft for the big ones or whatever, make sure they can come in to your system, right? If you have a chat tool you like, a lot of people like Slack. If you're using Slack, make sure that they can come into your Slack channel so that they're right there on your keyboard. You can see them, click them, and notice notifications when they have questions or something's going on, or hey, can you do this, can you do that? They need to integrate with you, with your system. They're here as your employee. We're trying to make your life easier. We're trying to help you scale your business and reduce the complications that come with that. So last thing we want to do is get a whole nother system that you have to log into, right? So we were like, oh, we have an app and all these things. Oh, that's awful. You do not want that. Don't do that. You already have those communication systems. Just use them. If you need a project management software because you're not using them, some companies will have that, most of them. I know at TaskBullet you can use Basecamp. It's not required, but it's there. If you would like a project management system, you can have that. But more importantly, they'll integrate with your system if you're already using a Monday or whatever software you're using for project management. They'll come into yours with your team and work with you because they are essentially your employee. Maybe you do this on the phone call when you contact them. Maybe it's on the website. I don't know. But Make sure they integrate with you and your system. They need to work with you, not you with them. In conclusion, we've covered the top 5 tips for hiring a virtual assistant. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this is Wes with TaskBullet.com. We have a free trial running right now. I know, free, totally free, no obligation. We don't even take your credit card information. You can go to the site, sign up. We do get your email so that we can contact you because we have to set up your account somehow. Name and email, and then we set up that welcome call. You chat with the account manager, get a VA assigned, and it's totally free. Free trial. Assign whatever you want, or don't assign anything, and then decide after those hours if it's a good deal. If you like TaskBullet, hopefully you will purchase ours, and we can continue the relationship. If not, no big deal. We don't even have your credit card information, so we couldn't bill you even if we wanted to. TaskBullet.com.